Marcus caught my attention. Clicked through a few pages, and this is the first thing I saw. This is the first thing I saw. I didn't talk about this yet, so here's what it says. Let's see. Let's zoom in. States will never be happy until rulers become philosophers, or philosophers become rulers. This is the section. Philosophers becoming rulers, or philosophers becoming influential people in business and society. This is quoted by Plato, but it talks about how Marcus Aurelius is said to have been fond of quoting Plato's dictums, and those who have written about him have rarely been able to resist applying it to Marcus himself. So yeah, states will never be happy until rulers become philosophers and philosophers become rulers. So what is that saying actually? So let's look at what a philosopher is. So basically, philosophy is the love of wisdom in a broad sense. It's an activity people undertake when they seek to understand fundamental truths about themselves, the world in which they live, and their relationship to the world and to each other. Thinking, reasoning, thoughts, wisdom, knowledge. So fundamentally, it's the love of wisdom. That's interesting. Okay, so I looked up the beginning of wisdom, and we got the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And look at this. Isn't this ironic? We've been talking about Plato. Isn't that something? It talks about philosophy begins in the wonder and seeks understanding for its own sake. Isn't that interesting? For the Bible, in contrast, notice that in contrast, the beginning of wisdom comes not from wonder, but from awe and reverence. And the goal is not understanding for its own sake, but rather a righteous and holy life. Okay. There's a contrast between, and I noticed that too, because I remember I was talking in the other video about Marcus. He was quoting Plato. I mean, what Marcus was talking about, what is that philosophy where logos was the intellect and knowledge? They kind of took it away from the reality that God was in control of everything, the personality, but they contributed to the knowledge and that kind of thing. So yeah. Okay, so we're gonna ponder on this a little bit more and put this together. This sounds really good, but here we go again. Back over this. I'm just running into this. Lord, what are you telling me? Help me to put this all together and understand this. This is cool, though. I love it. Okay, so the reason I'm here is because what? Wisdom. Talking about the very thing that he was quoting, the very book I just came from. Where is it at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where are you? Where are you? Did I lose you? Huh. Did I? Okay, so let's go back. Okay. Right. There we go. And I looked inside, and that's how we got there to begin with. Oh, this is the book that even quoted it. How about that? So, right there. So basically, Plato said, states will never be happy until rulers become philosophers or seekers of wisdom, and to begin with, within to be fearers of God, God-fearing men and women, or God-fearing men and women, those that believe in God and become rulers. Huh. That's the message he's been giving me. He's been telling me that so many religious people kind of shun away from business and don't really want to get involved in business like the world does, like a lot of people that's just out for the money. And by doing so, we abdicate that position to people that are not philosophers, that are not seeking wisdom, that's not seeking, that are not God-fearing for the most part. There are some, but I think God wants more. He wants more of us, more believers, more God-fearing people, more biblical-centric, God-centric people in positions of power and rulership. Wow, look how this is coming together. This is really cool. How am I going to tie all this together? I'm going to need someone to help put this all together, because, Lord, you're going to bring into my life to put all this stuff together? Help put all this stuff together. This would be cool. All right. So anyway, states will never be happy, and I've been thinking along those terms too. Like, you have government leaders with all this power and all this influence because we, the people, gave it to them. It's back to the Google narrative. It's kind of a play on a name, Google, which is 1 or 10 to the 100th power, right? Massive number, and their success have come, and it's like they projected their success, but one person with the help of hundreds of people, thousands of people, that one person becomes influential. That's in government. These leaders become influential because we're all contributing and giving. So they have resources to use. They have influence to use. Now they can influence nations because we have made that possible for them. So what if that person is a philosopher? What if that person is righteous and holy? And what if that person has the fear of God and really is looking out for the people? Then there's wonderful things can be done. And God wants to raise up those type of people. It don't take a whole lot of people doing things. It just takes a whole lot of people supporting people. Like that, let's say that one person, for example, that's doing something. Have a whole lot of people supporting that one person that can affect everyone. That's powerful. Maybe everyone can't go out and earn, online like some of the big tycoons can. But if we all support one person, that's the ruler, that's the leader, and he takes care of the group. I believe that's the way it should be. Because the many has given power to the one. Now the one takes that power and provides for the many. Isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful. And that's what this is saying to me, and God is painting that picture for me because I keep seeing it everywhere. And here it is again. Just been put together. So yeah, I'm just rambling on about this, just tying us all together. So this is just the process it's going through. What's going to come of this, we'll see. Marcus, the ruler of the Roman Empire. For almost 2 decades. The Republic. We're supposed to be a republic. And we need to be ruled by God-fearing people. Not people taking God out of everything, because the wisdom is the beginning. It's the beginning of wisdom. Philosophy is a wisdom seeker. Philosophers seeking truth and wisdom. The highest truth, the highest wisdom comes from the Bible, comes from God. Wow, love it. Okay, that's enough now.